Face din asta, da. You never know. Vin să avem două acolo. Avem 31 de asta. Oh my god. Boss.
I was just thinking, 𝐞𝐜𝐤, how did you get to be so knowledgeable about herbs and plants?
Why? What's so goddamn strange about that?
I never said it was strange. I'm just curious. You created your own compendium. No small undertaking.
I studied a lot, you know.
You studied botany? At what school?
Best fucking school there is. The University of Life.
I see.
Give me that look. You can trust everything I wrote down, to the letter. I've always been into plants and mushrooms. All different kinds. Everything in my compendium has been tested by me personally. So if you got a problem with any of it, you can stick it where the control rods don't shine.
Really? But some of this stuff must be poisonous.
Well, I have a strong stomach. But yes, I've had my share of accidents. Luckily for me, my stalker friends were there to save me. Adrenaline and gastric lavage are my bosom companions.
Sounds serious.
How else would I know what's edible? It's a little something I call the scientific method. You should check it out yourself sometime. Wait, are you a scientist?
Ingesting unidentified plants and mushrooms doesn't sound like the scientific method. It sounds like suicide.
Deci pothead.
I'm here though, am I not? That means
Pretty much, Skittles. Cam asta e, Michael.
Fine. I just hope my stomach is as strong as yours.
Uite. Health bad. Pentru că am ales nasol cu el.
𝐞𝐜𝐤,
4 puncte. Este, mă. Capacity. Ăla-i.
perfect. Let's do it.
Ia să vedem cine dă asta pentru cele 12 extra sloturi. Că începem să cam avem nevoie de... A, la fel. Și tot așa vorbim. Nu stau să ascult tot ăla că... Să zic... Se repete dialogurile astea și deja mă enervează. Da. Doar am vorbit și ne-a dat... New Park Capacity. Da, și pritima... Oh my god! Ne-a dat tot! Tot? Ăla-i boss. Și acum avem spațiu, tată, nu că... Nu că...
Right. I hope you don't forget what you learned today. I worked my ass off for you out there.
Categoric. No problem, boss. Și acum să vedem și cu asta, cu Olga, și să vedeți că avem situația e bad. Yeah.
I've been meaning to ask you something, Olga. What was your life like before all of this? Did you have close friends in your village?
Sure, we've always been a tight-knit group. Being able to rely on your fellows is key when you're living under constant threat. But it was very different back then, when my mom was still alive. The exclusion zone was our sacred ground. We wanted to be here, to explore and learn. I was a spoiled, demanding brat. I was acting out, was angry all the time, and I couldn't come to terms with my father's death. That's when 𝒏𝒂𝒃 took me under his wing. He taught me useful skills and showed me a way through the grief.
Sounds like you owe him a lot.
I do. In a way, I owe him my life. I had to get my life back on track, for my mom, and for myself, of course. 𝒏𝒂𝒃's kindness made me the woman I am today, a survivor, a hunter.
That was very personal. Thank you for sharing, Olga.
Sure, you know I'm here if you need me.
Uite, și asta e bad. Cum dracu?
Hi, Olga.
Și mai avem un singur din ăsta, control.
Actually...
Și... Am mai învățat ceva? Nu. Ia să vedem. You have found enough clues. Nu, uite, vreau să vedem. Simulation complete. Păi cum facem? Stași? Cum facem? Uite mă, și eu n-am văzut. Web of Lies. Run simulation, ia. Ia să vedem. Bună, dragoste, ce faci? Bine te-am găsit, iubire. Hai să cam aici. Ia să vedem ce zice simularea asta despre noi sau, I don't know.
Yes, comrade. We think that this subject could be the key. Patient 0. Yes. She was pregnant. Only a couple of weeks. Yes, we were surprised too. No, she won't tell us who the father is. Based on the intel that our friends in the KGB provided us with, we've got 2 possible candidates. Unfortunately, one of them is already dead.
Tatiana era însărcinată. Nu cred. Lelu, îmi pregătesc să plec de la muncă. Mă bucur, păi. Nici eu nu să mai stau mult, că am niște treabă după. Zi-mi că nu vorbești de Tatiana. What?
Absolutely, comrade. We've taken every precaution to make sure that Emilieva and her child are safe and sound. We're very curious too. We could be on the brink of something big here. Yes, I will keep you posted.
Dear God, Tanya? She was with child? Our child? And she was this patient 0. They were using her for their experiments from the start.
What the fuck? Igor are un copil și să vezi că e ăla, stalkerul ăla e copil. Nu. Nu cred. Cum coaie? Până acum n-a zis nimic și zice acum. Ne auzim mai târziu, scuze, aș mai sta. Nu-i nimic, apoi, te aștept. Prison Cell, 11 iunie 1990, evening.
My little bird, my little sweetheart. Soon you will see the blue sky, the meadows. You will hear the sound of the ocean, smell the pine trees, feel the sunlight on your face. You're a very special boy. You have a bright future ahead of you. I want you to go far, far away from here and be happy.
What the fuck? Okay.
Don't be afraid. I will always be close to you. In your heart, in your deepest memories, find me there.
It's time. We have to hurry.
I love you, my sweetheart. Your mommy loves you very, very much. Now go.
Tanya was kept prisoner here. And her child. Did someone take it away from her?
Vai, nu... Cine-i copilul nostru? E stalkerul ăla, vă zic eu sigur. Stai că a ieșit de aici și n-am apucat să mă uit la partea altă. Da, era stalkerul, că ăla a și zis. De ce ai asta? Că l-aș întrebat foarte uimit aia chestia. Dude. KGB Science Division, undisclosed location, 23 martie 1991, night, noapte. What the fuck?
Yes, this is regrettable. My men are looking into it.
Regrettable? It's a fucking disaster. How could you let this happen? If someone finds out...
Mind your tone, comrade. I was fighting in Afghanistan when you were still pissing in your underwear. Now the boy suffered from acute autism. Couldn't even speak. My bet is he's probably lying in a ditch somewhere.
Am înțeles. Trebuie să aflu, deci am avut un copil cu ei.
However, he couldn't have escaped on his own. Someone helped him.
Are you saying it was an inside job?
It's too soon for definite conclusions, but yes, I would say so.
So, it must be a spy, a CIA asset.
Eu... Mamă, cum arată jocul ăsta, băiatule.
You KG people see spies everywhere. That probably explains why your arrest records are so high. Saddam is on the brink of invading Kuwait. I'm sure the CIA has more pressing problems than your research. No, this is not the CIA. This is someone closer to home. Don't worry. I intend to find out who.
Look, General, I'm sorry I spoke out of turn before. I really do appreciate your work. You are vital to our efforts. The 𝒂𝒂 project and our research, it could be bigger than nuclear weapons, bigger than even the space wars.
Ok. Bă, ăștia numai cu experimente, mă, i-aș împușca pe toți în cap, de ei morți, mă, bă.
A lot is at stake here, even the future of the motherland. I already spoke with some of the party members, and...
Let me be frank with you, comrade. The Soviet Union is falling apart at the seams, and I don't think anything can prevent that from happening. I'm not a scientist, but I've seen enough to know that this Chernobylite, on the other hand, could be the key to our future. We all have to do whatever's necessary to prepare for it.
Am înțeles, deci din cauza... Bă, sper măcar că... Mamă, nu mai înțeleg nimic, deci... What the fuck was...
So, Tanya had a boy, and he escaped. Was it mine? God, if it was, I can't. Ah, compose yourself, Igor. Looks like the KGB was trying to expedite the Chernobylite experiments. Maybe they were even hoping that the findings would prolong the life of the Soviet Union. Clearly, they didn't succeed.
Ok. M-am trezit. Facem un loc Web of Lies. Cred și eu că am câștigat un... Mamă, deci... What the fuck, dude? Facem așa. Put stash. Trimitem. Ia să vedem. Vreau să fac, n-am făcut niciodată una din asta. Gen ei să fac treaba pentru mine și eu stau. Rest in your base, mission success.
Hey Igor, I did some recon for you. The way's clear.
Așa. Ăla-i boss. Distribution. Așa. Și accept. Fac asta că vreau să vedem și celălalt. Ok. Vreau să vedem și celălalt
Have you heard of cloud seeding?
chestii, nu știu cum e zice.
I've heard that it's possible. Why?
Because it was used to save Moscow from the Chernobyl fallout at someone else's expense. The rain would wash down the toxic particles. The first cleanup operation was just 2 days after the Chernobyl disaster. Obviously, it was done in secret. The goal was to make the rain fall on smaller cities and villages in Belarus and Ukraine, before the cloud could reach Moscow. The little people suffered because of it. No one can even guess how many people died in the radiation-related diseases in the following decades. Of course, the authorities denied it. They're still denying it even today. Every time I think about it, I wish I had 1 or 2 of those fuckers in the sights of my 𝒔𝒂𝒂𝒂.
I find that hard to believe.
Naturally. I heard you were once a true believer in the system.
It's not that simple.
No need to explain yourself. It was a long time ago. Just hope you're smarter now. Those in power will always think of themselves first. Communism or no communism.
Corect. Ok. Ia să vedem asta.
Hey there, boss man. Got a minute?
Sure. What is it?
I need to ask you something, Igor. And you have to be absolutely fucking straight with me.
Whoa, Mikhail. Should I be scared?
No, but I need you to really take me seriously. I sometimes get the feeling that you don't. What are your plans with NAR and Kozlov?
I don't know yet. Why?
Because I've got a feeling that you'd be willing to parlay with them, even come to some kind of agreement. And I want to make sure you understand that I won't fucking allow it.
Is that so? What would you have me do, Mikhail?
Annihilate the motherfuckers, that's what I'd have you do! Hang Kozlov from the highest branch of the tallest tree in Pripyat!
Look, I came here to find Tatiana. That's what matters to me.
Right. That's what matters to you. And what about me?
There's a lot of anger in you, Mikhail. I get it, but...
But what? But your motherfucking pain is better than mine? You pose as a cool and level-headed guy, but sometimes you act like an egocentric prick.
What do you want from me, Mikhail?
Tatiana is your goal, not mine. I will have my closure, and I'll have my revenge. You have no problem using me for your mission whenever it suits you. There may come a time when I use you for mine.
Please, just try and cool off. Don't do anything rash.
No promises, Professor. No fucking promises.
Da, de-aia e situația noastră cu el bad. Și n-avem ce face legat de asta. Asta n-aș să zic. Ok. Yeah, run simulation. Ia să vedem. Scură, ce mai aflăm acum? Literalmente, legit. What the fuck is this?
Listen, Georgi, I know what I'm doing, but there's no going back now.
I know, my dear friend. It's just that we lost such a brilliant mind that terrible night. I'm afraid of losing you, too, all over some romantic squabbles.
Ok.
And this misunderstanding also cost you your good looks.
I don't want to listen to this anymore. No more distractions, you hear me?
Oh yes, of course. I'm very happy to hear that it's all in the past now.
Good.
Okay.
So let's get to it. I would like to see some results as soon as possible. We both know that she's the key. We've wasted enough time already.
All right. Just don't do anything rash, please. We need to follow the proper protocols.
So my dear friend Boris worked with Semenov even after the Chernobyl disaster. I wonder what happened to his face. And Tanya is the key. The key to what? Gah, more secrets. I've got to keep digging.
Nar Medical Laboratory, 26 noiembrie 1999. Asta după ce am pierdut pe Tanya.
Your trials were too aggressive, my friend. I told you that you were using too much, didn't I? I told you. You're lucky you didn't end up brain dead like the others. But here we are. Boris is dead. Truly dead this time. There's no reason to pretend otherwise now. I suppose I should have seen this coming. The mental projections you told me about, the visions, they've been building for some time.
Okay.
To be honest, I just thought that your hallucinations meant you were losing your mind. Prolonged exposure to Chernobylite often causes psychosis and hysteria, after all. Why, I've seen the test subjects babbling about Cthulhu, or wanting to save the world from rats.
Ok, și asta e ciudat.
You really did it, my friend. You crossed the Rubicon. You achieved something that no one has ever achieved before. Well, except her, but she has a different purpose. You will be the first of your kind. You will help me bring about a new era of human evolution. You will help me reach the stars.
What? Sunt atâtea informații cu aia și subtile, dar nu se pun cap la cap.
Forget your pathetic personal involvements. Distractions. Foolish distractions for the weak. Wasting your time seeking validation from others, but not anymore. You don't need any of that going forward. You're to be my right hand in the days to come.
Okay.
It's time to drop your old mask and don a new one. Time to become what you were always meant to be.
No.
The Black Stalker. Wake up soon. We've got plenty to do, you and I.
So it was Boris all along. He started the Chernobylite trials on himself and became the Black Stalker. Dear God.
Am înțeles. Deci, Boris e Black Stalker. Mă bucur că nu copilul nostru e Black Stalker, că era nașpa. Front porch of the kindergarten, Chernobyl. 18 iunie 2001. Okay.
I've told you everything you need to know.
Salut, Andrei.
What seems to be the problem?
The problem? That's what you're calling it. Look, I won't even pretend to understand what you and your lab monkeys are doing down there. And I wouldn't care if I
Bine
did.
venit, mă, bine te-am găsit.
What I do care about is this facility.
Deci Kozlov și cu Someul ăla care l-a schimbat pe Boris. Ok. Somonov. Nu credeți, Boris e Black Stalker, băga mea și... Trădătorul ăla infectului morții mamei lui care ne-a dat-o pe Tatiana La KGB. Și copilul nostru unde-i? Acum se leagă cu aia.
First off, the shadows are key to our research. They are hybrids that...
Merge super jocul. Începe să se leagă, să lege misterul. Am înțeles. Deci și Somonov ăsta nu-i cheie de biserică. Trăiar familia. Nația mamului. Aici n-are rost răspuns să merg, nu. Bă, deci Boris e Blackstalker și ne-a și trădat și what the fuck?
Actually, no.
Îi ținea închiși.
To the board, not to you, Kozlov. Your job is to safeguard this operation, not lecture me on things you will never come close to understanding. In fact, the board wants you to cooperate closely, very closely, with my right-hand man. I would like you to familiarize him with all of our security protocols.
Da, man. Cum dorești. Oricum, azi vezi că înainte de asta am și terminat Dawn of Ragnarok de la Valhalla. Așa că am mai jucat și Valhalla azi. După am luat asta. Ok, deci...
Who? The freak in the black mask? You want to tell me who the hell he is? I'd like to know who I'm working with.
If you need a name, call him what the rest of your men call him, the Black Stalker. One last thing, I know you don't share my views on the future prospects of this organization, but don't even think about throwing in the towel. If we fail, there will be hell to pay for both of us. There is no walking away now.
Ok. Deci Kozlov era mână-mână cu... Bă...
is somehow responsible for creating shadows.
Da.
Or at least releasing them into the world. And
că ăsta era un turtle aici.
The Black Stalker is also involved in NAR security.
Yep. Dude, se leagă totul acum. Futu-s morții mătii de Boris. Trăiți-ar familia. Bum, bum, bum. Pam, pam. Achievement unlocked Blackstalker. Deci acum știm totul și despre Blackstalker. Deci ăsta e Blackstalker. Deși lipsesc niște chestii. Uite, clues. 3 din 5. Am fi putut să avem mai multe și la Web of Flies am fi putut să avem 2. Dar am reușit să facem simularea. Și aici la The Conspiracy lipsește numai una. Ok. Well. Mama. Shit goes down, boys, like a fucking lot. Hai să punem aici material de construcție. Asta. Corus, țeapă pe portofel, să ai zi bună și să explic în culoare. Mersi frumos, Andrei, și mersi către pe aici. Oricum nici eu nu mai stau în cheie aici. Deci dacă vrei poți să rămâi măcar pentru raid. Salut Rezi. Deci dacă e puteți să rămâneți pentru raid, mai întâi facem și un save. Bun. O să fac mai întâi outro pentru YouTube. Nu uitați să lăsați un like, un share și un subscribe dacă nu ați făcut deja. Cam atât pentru episodul din Chernobylite de astăzi. Ne vedem data viitoare. Cius.